Hey first graders, it's Mrs. Miles and we are going to count some money today. Now last week with Miss Cornelius you worked on recognizing the coins and telling their values. So let's see what you remember. I've got a penny and a penny is worth 1 cent. Next is a nickel. A nickel is worth 5 cents. This is a dime and it is worth 10 cents. And last is a quarter worth 25 cents. Now counting the same kind of coin is pretty easy because we know counting a penny is just counting by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Easy. Counting nickels is also pretty easy because we've been practicing that all year long. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And counting dimes, not too bad at all because we also have been working on counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now quarters we haven't practiced so much, but to get to $1, there's only 4 numbers we have to remember. It goes 25, 50, 75, 100, and that 100 is our dollar mark. Later on when I count some coins, you're gonna hear me sing a little song that I do to help me remember when I'm counting the quarters. So let's see what happens when we start mixing up the coins and we have to count dimes and pennies and dimes and nickels and dimes, nickels, and pennies. It takes a little bit of practice and training your brain to go from counting tens and fives and ones, but I know we can do it. Let's get started.
All right, let's talk now about counting sets of coins. My biggest tip to you is when you have a set of coins, you're going to want to separate them into like coins. So looking here, I have dimes and pennies. I'm going to want to put all the dimes together and I'm going to want to put the pennies together. It's going to make it so much easier to count. The next biggest tip to give you is to start with the coins that have the greatest value. So in this set, it's the dimes. I'm going to start with the dimes. Since I know dimes are worth 10 cents, I'll count by tens. So I count 10, 20. Now I have to skip over and start counting by ones. 21, 22, 23 cents. I see 23 cents here. Let's try another one. Okay, so again, I have a pile of coins. The first thing that I am going to want to do is to separate them into like piles. So I'm going to put the pennies together, the nickels together, and the dimes together. Again, start with the coins that have the greatest value. In this case, it's the dimes, so I'm going to count them by tens. I'll have to watch because when I get ready to count to the nickels, I'll have to switch and count by fives. And then when I get to the pennies, I'll switch and count by ones. Counting coins is a good workout for your brain because you have to switch between counting by tens, fives, and ones. So here's what this one would look like. 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32 cents. I've got 32 cents right here. Let's try another one. Okay, again, I have a pile of coins. I'm going to separate them into like piles. So I'll put the pennies together and the nickels together. I'm going to start counting the coins with the greatest value. In this case, it's the nickels. I'm going to count them by fives. When I get to the pennies, I'll switch over and count by ones. 5, 10, 15, count by ones. 16, 17, 18. I have 18 cents here. Let's try another one. Okay, I've got a big pile of coins. What's the first thing I should do? I hope you said separate them by type. Which one should I start with? I hope you said the dimes because they have the greatest value. So I'm going to count by tens, get my brain to switch over to fives, and then switch again to ones. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 57 cents. Now you'll notice I haven't pulled any quarters out here, and that's because counting by 25s is a little different. We haven't practiced that one as much in class. So let's try counting quarters. We've got 25, 50, 75, 100, and that's it. Once you get to 100, you're good. A little song I sometimes sing to myself is 25, 50, 75, $1, 25, 50, 75, $1, 25, 50, 75, $1. That's how we count our quarters. So I will know that when I just see 2 quarters, that is 50 cents. If I see 3 quarters, I know 75 cents. Counting the quarters is something you'll have to get your brain to work on memorizing. So first graders, your job now is on Seesaw. There are sets of coins for you to count. I helped you out a little bit, and we already separated them into the like coins, and they're from greatest to least. You'll just work on counting. You can work with your mom and dad on this. Now, when you go to write your answer, one thing that you'll want to add is the cents symbol, so that way we know you're counting money. The cents symbol goes after the number, and it has a C with a line through it. That is the cents symbol to show that you are counting coins. When I do the dollar, that is the symbol that goes in the front, and cents is the C with the line through it that goes in the back. So when you write your answers today, all of yours will be underneath a dollar, so you won't need to use the dollar symbol. Use the cent symbol by drawing a C with a line through it. See you later, friends.